Shalom, shalom. This is Watchers King. Blessings to everyone. Blessings to everyone around the world. Man, let me get my seatbelt on. Let me get everything situated real quick. You know, I wanted to touch on this topic of the great falling away. And we see it happening. Blessings to everyone. Lisa, blessings to everyone. And we see right now, shalom. We see right now in this world that we living in that the falling away, the great falling away that the Most High God was speaking about in the book of Revelations is happening right now in the present moment. Stay tuned. All right, I'm back. Thank the Most High God that allowed me to come back in. Shalom, elder, shalom. How you doing, man? Pray all is well with you, brother. I already know all is well. Yeah, so I wanted to get back on the topic of the great falling away, ladies and gentlemen. Revelation 21:4, praise. Yep. Yes. And we live in that time that, but I want you to get this, ladies and gentlemen, and I want you to get it. And this is where we got to make sure that we are counted worthy. We want to make sure that we're praying that we're counted worthy in this hour that we're living in, because we know without a shadow of a doubt we live in a time and age where good and evil coexist together, right? We know without a shadow of a doubt we live in a time where people are not just falling away from the faith, but they're falling to other different doctrines to where they don't even want to come up out of the delusion that they're in. And I had somebody tell me, falling away, sorry, I'll stop talking there. I want to hear your word. No, you're fine, sister. What I'm saying is we're living in a time where we have to come up out of our spiritual coma. I'm going to say that again. We live in a time, ladies and gentlemen, that a lot of people are in a spiritual coma. I'm going to let that sink in for a second. When I say a spiritual coma, I'm saying that just like the show that they made called The Walking Dead, we got people literally have became spiritually dead in the inside. And when you get a lot of people that are spiritually dead in the inside, they have completely fell away from every single thing that the Most High God has put in the scriptures. Because a lot of people, I'm saying it, I'm not the judge nor the jury. I'm just the watchman on the wall that is blowing the trumpet of Zion. And this is where you got to get this understanding, the way you got to have spiritual discernment and knowing when somebody's telling you something that's from the Most High God, or if I'm just telling you something out of my flesh. And I'm not speaking from my flesh because I've been out here evangelizing for 6 years, out here in the highways and the byways. I have stretched my arms out to so many people. I have prayed for people. I have done so many different things. And I'm watching people still to this day proclaim with their mouth, Lord, Lord, but their hearts are far away from Elohim. Far away from them. You tell them to come out of these pagan holidays, they look at you like what are you talking about? You tell them that you shouldn't be worshiping these idols. You know, I even fall myself short. I even count myself to be short sometimes because, you know, as I was carrying the cross and I was doing all these different things, the Most High God had to whoop me, you know what I'm saying? He had to beat me like, bow, I'm going to beat you in your head every time that you start doing things that you know that from the Most High God it isn't right. And it's in the scriptures, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we got to have spiritual discernment to know which way is right and which way is wrong. But when I'm telling you that people are falling away from the faith, they're falling away from the faith right now is because they do not want to take heed of the times they were living in because they love the cares of this world so much. They love the cares of this world, ladies and gentlemen. The Father says, deny yourself, pick up your cross or your stake, and follow me. They do not want to deny themselves, nor do they want to pick up their stake. They don't want to pick up the word and follow the Most High Yah. Why? Because you love the cares of this world too much. I have said it. I put a post up the other day. Which one you prefer? Which one are you spending more time with? The phone or the Bible? The scriptures or the phone? Social media or the word? Social media or the Most High God? What are we spending more time with, ladies and gentlemen? If you're falling away, my brother, I'll pray for you, man. A lot of us, the Father said this in the book of Revelation. I'm driving, as you can see, so I can't grab my Bible, but I just know scriptures here and there, so I'm just going to run off my head. But I pray that you just have the time to look this up. The Father says, I pray that you were hot. But since you're neither hot nor cold, he says, I will vomit you out of my mouth. The Father wants us to be on fire for his kingdom, ladies and gentlemen. We live in a world that is more darkness going on. I got to turn on my ear. Hallelujah, it's so hot. Glory be to the King. We live in a time and age, ladies and gentlemen, where good and evil coexist together, but we're supposed to be the light in this dark world. But what it seems like is that the assembly in the church has become so fallen away and so lukewarm to where we're no longer the light of the world anymore. We don't even want to come out to the highways and byways. We don't even want to tell our brothers and sisters, like in the book of Ezekiel. He told the prophet, he said, tell them about their sins and their iniquities that are going on in the world and what they're doing. And if they don't take heed to what you are saying to them, then their sins and their plagues is going to fall on their hands. Now, that's not word from word, but that's in the book of Ezekiel. We live in a valley of dry bones right now because a lot of people don't want to clean themselves up and give their life to the Most High God. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to take more than just this face and these clothes that we're putting on and us quoting some scriptures to go make sure that we're entering into the kingdom of the Most High God, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to take a relationship with Elohim to make sure that our name is written in the Lamb Book of Life. It's going to take a relationship. The relationship that we got to have with the Most High God, ladies and gentlemen, it got to be the same relationship that you have with your wife or your husband. It got to be just that close. It got to be just that close, ladies and gentlemen, because if we're not having that strong bond and relationship with the Most High God, then who are you worshiping? Who are you giving most of your time to? It must be a fleshly person, or it got to be an idol. That's why we got to have an understanding of we're on this side of the fence, or we're going to be on this side of the fence, ladies and gentlemen. And there's too many people are falling away from the faith, and they're on the right side of the fence. I can't sit on that side, ladies and gentlemen, and I pray that anybody here that has an ear, let him hear what the Ruach HaKodesh has to say to the assembly, ladies and gentlemen. He that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit has to say to the assembly. I'm going to put it like that. I don't want to go out too many Hebrew words because I don't want people that think I don't understand what I'm saying. But I want you to get what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. This is the hour to hearken. The Father says, if any man, he says, my sheep will hear my voice, ladies and gentlemen. He says, my sheep, my people will hear my voice. Did he not? He says, he that has an ear, let him hear what the Ruach HaKodesh has to say to the assembly. That's what he says. But a lot of us don't want to hear the Most High God right now. You don't want to hear him because the enemy has so many devices that is in this world that he's just wiping your mind completely clean. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, reprogramming of this world is happening right now, and they're using so many of the devil's devices to water wash, wipe you away so you don't pay attention to what's coming. Read the scriptures, read the word for yourself, study to show yourself approved, and you'll see what I'm saying. That's it. That's it. I mean, when are we going to come up out of our slumber? When are we going to come up out of our slumber and understand that this is the hour to hearken to what the Most High God is trying to tell us? We don't want to hearken to it. We're running after all these other cares of this world, ladies and gentlemen. I'm passionate. You see my face? I'm passionate about the Most High God's word, ladies and gentlemen. I am not a steward of the Bible, but I am the steward in having a relationship with the Elohim, with God, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm telling you that you cannot keep walking around here being lukewarm. And if you are, get the right person to pray for you, ladies and gentlemen, because everybody's not out to pray for you for something to uplift you, to bring you up high in this world. A lot of people say, yeah, I'll pray for you, and they're praying against your demise. They're praying that you fall away. They're praying that you go lukewarm. I know a lot of people see the fire in me, and they be like, well, what is he? How can he work a full-time job, run a business, and still preach the gospel? Why? Because I have nothing else better to do. I love the Most High God that much that I stand on the front line for his kingdom. That's how we got to be. We got to be bold in this hour, ladies and gentlemen. We got to be bold for the Most High God in this hour. It's too much people walking around here. Christianity has been straight up whitewashed. I'm thank the Most High God that I fell out of that. I'm thankful that I am in this truth, but I'm not worrying about the truth, because the truth, some of the people that are in the truth are still watered down. They're still like watered down Christians. They're still walking around with a blindfold over their eyes. Nor do they want to come out of it. I'm tired of it, man. Exactly, my brother. Cry loud and spare not. I lift up my voice like a trumpet of Zion, because I have no care for people that want to walk around and keep saying, oh, brother, we got saved by grace. Well, we trying to do this. Listen, how long are we going to keep making excuses? The Father says, behold, I come soon, and my reward is with me to give to any man.